Hello and welcome to the Average FPLers podcast, FPL4. My name is Russell, and as always, I'm joined by Mike. How are we doing?
Ahoy, hoy.
Oh, a very sick Mike. Um,
Yes.
but yeah, FPL4 time. We picked 4 players for the upcoming game week that we predict are going to do well, and we're competing against each other over the season. So first up, we're going to see how we got on last week.
Oh, how did we go?
Yeah, okay-ish. Gaz got 9, which, well, isn't great. He didn't really get any returns from anyone. You got
No,
15 and I got 19. So yeah, my return came from Salah, who I knew would do well. I took him out of my team, put him in this, and yeah, 13 points. So at least I got something from him. So,
yes.
but the rest were terrible. We established that Watkins didn't have a shot because of the challenge thing. We both put him in, and he didn't
Yeah,
have one shot, so that was
he did
good.
not.
Um, and Nana didn't get any bloody save points this week when I choose him.
Um, no, he must have got save points because he got two and they lost 4-0.
Oh, maybe he did get save points. Just they
Yeah.
lost. They lost really badly. So
Yeah, he was very busy.
yeah,
Um, it was quite the siege. Um, yeah, Nana made 6 saves, so he got 2 points for saves.
yeah. Oh,
See, otherwise he would have got zero.
ah, that could have been worse then. Yeah,
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse here.
should have picked his opposing goalkeeper like you though, Henderson. That was
I had a
your
sneaky
biggest return.
suspicion that, yeah, I said to you, I had a feeling that Palace would win.
Mm.
I didn't think they were going to win 4-0, otherwise I would have gone Elise. But um, I think when we did this, they still had fit centre backs when we made our picks. And then by the time the press conferences had finished and the embargoed section late in the evening on Friday, Man United were without any centre backs. Like Maguire was their last one and he was out until like for 3 weeks allegedly. So he might be back for the FA Cup final if they're lucky,
Mm.
which is a racing time for him to be fit for the Euros.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
Um, and so, yeah, on that basis, I was even more quietly confident that Palace would probably keep a clean sheet. I mean,
Mm.
and the fact Henderson got a bog standard 6, I don't think he made more than one save all game.
No,
So,
no. I think Man U scored, but it was offside.
yes,
Um, but yeah, I can't remember him making any saves. So
no. And Newcastle were on a clean sheet until about the 86th, 87th minute. It was a set piece that let them down.
hmm
So that knocked me and Gaz out of the park.
yeah,
And Kai Havertz got an assist, I think. That was it. No, Saka was the one to pick this week. Um, and Chrissy Wood. Chrissy Wood was underwhelming again. They were
yeah,
playing Sheffield United.
yeah, yeah,
Hudson Odoi though had a blinder, or Gibbs White could have gone for it.
yeah. He
So
wasn't too bad. Yeah, I had him in challenge. I think he didn't do
yes,
too bad. So
um, 15 points. I'll take it.
yeah,
I mean, the funny thing is, Gaz actually went for a really strong 4, and he walked away with 9 points.
yeah, yeah. That is unfortunate. But
Although I don't know when he picked his FPL4 because it took 3 hours for him to make transfers while you were driving to a stag do.
yeah, yeah, it did. So no, he did pick it. We did see him last week. He got him in on time.
Oh
So
yeah, of course he had. Yeah, of course.
um, but yeah,
Even worse.
yeah. So yeah, in terms of the scores, well, no changes in position yet again. I think it's been the same all season. Oh, I think me and Gaz swapped at one point.
For about a week,
Yeah.
right?
But I'm still in with a shout. So you're on 667. I'm on 645. Gaz
I
is
mean,
on
technically,
576.
he's in for a shout if he picks right. You know, Haaland, if someone picked Haaland last week, 21 points.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been the one. Yeah.
Hmm.
But we didn't. So yeah, look.
You did.
looking for a big one this week, the doubles. So, and luckily, I don't think we've got any doubles. So yeah.
Yeah, I tried to go differential in terms of what use might pick. So I thought I'll go for what use won't. So
Yeah.
see if that's played played into my hands.
Yeah. Well, if we look, goalkeepers, you picked a Nana, who I picked last week, so I couldn't pick him this week. So
Yeah, see rookie error.
yeah. Jazz has gone Vicario. Yeah, which is brave. I've got Vicario in my team, and he's not done very well for me so far. So it's been pretty
That's true.
disappointing. Although I've gone for a risky one because I've gone for Bruggen, and I'm
For Bruggen,
sure Brighton keep swapping their goalkeepers, so I'm sure he's due being dropped and still coming back in. So
um, they've been rotating here and there, but
for Bruggen seems like the more favoured one, but
I think he's the heir to be. But he's had a
hmm.
rough first season, so still's got more opportunities than he should have, or
But
I guess it was anticipated.
clean sheet last week, so I'm hoping that means he keeps his spot. But who knows?
Um, quite possibly. I mean, if anything, I know Brighton don't really have much to play for. I don't think Brighton can get into Europe either now.
Mm,
Um,
no, probably not.
I don't think they
Don't
can
know.
get the thingy. So, um, yeah, I could imagine that Verbruggen plays the next two, and then if they was going to bring Steele in for one to do it for the last game,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of see you later thing, farewell.
Mm, yeah.
Um, that's if he's being sold. He might be happy being the number two. You never know.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
He
Yeah.
was that for most of his career until De Zerbi came in. And there's no guarantee De Zerbi's going to be there come the end of the season. I mean, the speculation around him's been rife.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Um,
know. Yeah. Mm, probably not.
his stock's not his stock's gone downhill quite a bit recently though. So
Yeah. Brian have kind of gone a bit flat, and yeah. But I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I think the manager probably won't be there, but we'll see.
yeah, where he goes though is a different question now because
Uh,
it was much bigger clubs originally, and now I don't think it's going to be much bigger clubs.
no, true.
Maybe AC Milan. He
Yeah,
was being linked with Man United, but I can't see that.
no, but maybe.
Do you know
Hmm.
who's the favourite for Man United right now?
Oh no, I did see something and people were outraged by it. It was like someone quite old.
Gareth Southgate.
Oh, okay. It's not the person I must have heard about.
Gareth Southgate is as that name's not gone away
Mm.
for quite some time. The other one is Graham Potter
Okay, yeah. I could see
because
that.
Potter turned down Ajax a couple months ago.
Mm.
So that started the rumours that there's a reason he turned Ajax down.
Yeah,
I mean, because
maybe.
that's quite a good job to get, considering how bad Potter's tenure went at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Although, admittedly, he got paid, what was it, anything between 40 and 60 million just to get sacked after however many months it was. But um,
No wonder he's not in a rush to get another job.
no, it doesn't need
Don't
to in
know.
that sense financially. But Ajax is still a great job to get, even though they've had a really really underwhelming season. But
Mm.
yeah, no, turned it down.
Mm.
So that's why I think the speculation there is he could end up at Man United, which, if I remember rightly, Potter was a nightmare for a rotation back in the Brighton days. So
Oh
he'll
god,
be a
yeah.
nightmare at Man United along with all the other managers we got.
Yep. Oh, that'll be fun. Something to look forward to
Yeah,
next season if it
exactly.
happens.
So
Yeah.
if it happens, you never know. Gareth Southgate could be there. That'll be another.
Yeah, that'll be
Will he
interesting.
rotate? Will he get the best out of Slabbard?
I don't think Southgate's a good choice. I think he's obviously doing a good job at England international,
Well, well, that's you see, that's what happens, isn't it? When
but
you have a good.
he's been international manager for ages now, hasn't he? So he's not got experience at club level. And when he did do club level, he wasn't that great. So
Not for a while. Fulham or Middlesbrough was his best tenure, and that was a
Yeah,
long time ago now.
yeah. So,
So, but you never know. It
yeah,
could be it could be something for a summer shock. England win the Euros and Southgate immediately joins Man United on a big money contract. So
mm, yeah, maybe.
I guess I'll be interested to see how many you've gone for Man United defenders then, because you've filled up your Gaz has filled up his Tottenham space, which is slightly surprising, but you've
Yeah.
obviously kept the slots open for the bigger teams.
Yeah, yeah. Who did I pick? Oh, we'll find out. Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
old age for you.
defenders. Gaz has gone Vardiol. You've gone Shalabar, and I've gone Kieran Trippier, which is a bit of a risk because he might not play, might be injured, but
No, that was one reason I didn't go for him. I think
mm,
I thought he was a bit of a risk. At least with our actual teams, we can make that change or decision as close to the deadline as possible. Whereas on this, we're obviously 2 days before, so
yeah.
we
But
have
I
to kind of
figured
make a snap decision.
I need to make up some points on you. So someone like Trippier is someone who has got the
You go
potential to
big.
score big. So
Yeah, double figures, man. He's on like 8, 9, 10 assists,
yeah,
and he hasn't played in weeks.
no.
So he's been
And I figured he's going to
he
want
would
to come back and shine because he wants obviously spot. I mean, he's probably guaranteed to get a spot in England squad, but
well, the amount of
especially we've got no
injuries.
bloody left back. So
Yeah, well, I mean, Chilwell's out, Shaw's out.
yeah,
You know, we lost Rico Henry earlier this season to injury, although I think he might be back before the season ends.
mm,
Not that I think we'll take him as
not
an outside thing,
no,
but
not in time. So
no,
yeah, that is a bit of a problem for us. So yeah, but Trippier is someone who could play there if he's
he
fit.
could.
So uh, yeah, I'm going for it. I'm yeah,
One last push.
yeah, that's it. Um, yeah, Gaz Vardiol, Man City. Obviously, yeah, they're probably going to win every game now till the end of the season. They do have a tendency of winning but letting in a stupidly sloppy goal. So, but Vardiol's been alright for attacking returns in recent weeks. So,
I mean, he's great. I was used to rave about him
hmm
when he was playing for Croatia to you. I didn't think Man City would pick him up. I mean, and then he had a great World Cup, and Man City paid over 100 million for him, which
mm,
says a lot when you're paying that much for a centre back
mm,
that can play on the left as well. But he's equally great at both. He's like modern day Maldini. So, which
mm.
is, you
That's
know,
high
when
praise.
you're saying something like that, you've got to mean it. You can't just throw that away and be like, yeah, he's a modern Maldini, and then people are just gonna be like, of course he is. Grow up. But yeah, he's fantastic,
Yeah.
and yeah, his FPL returns have shown that recently. He's one Man City defender that's actually going to break or has already broken quite a lot of points. Look, I think last year most of them failed to get over 100. Avardio's on
Yeah.
94, so he's getting there, but
Yeah.
most of them have come in the last 4 weeks.
That's true.
So he's
Yeah.
got 27, 33, 30, he's made 39 points in the last 4 weeks. So that's more than a third of his points total in the last
Mm,
4 game weeks.
mm,
So yeah, decent pick, and I think it's Heath to lose,
yeah.
but you can never guarantee with Guardiola rotation.
No, that is true. Yeah. And Shalabar for you.
Yeah. Um, so Shalabar looked like he was going at the beginning of the season. Somehow, I think he got injured, so and that deal fell through. It looked like he was going again in January, but I don't think Bayern would pay the amount that Chelsea wanted. So Bayern settled for Eric Dyer. So Chalobah's kind of been sort of lingering while injured, basically always in the news about potentially being sold. He
Hmm.
hadn't played all season until his first game was game week 25.
Mm.
And he come on as a sub back from injury, and then he played a couple of games, dropped again, come back on as a sub. Finally got a starting appearance against Sheffield United, and I think that was because Chelsea were in like a defensive crisis of their own. And then since
Yeah.
then, I mean, he didn't do well against Sheffield United, but after that, in his last one, two, three, four, five, in his last 5 games, he's got um, about 33 points. So it's not bad. It's not
Okay.
cardio level, but bearing in mind Chalobah's a centre back. He's 4.3 million in FPL. He's uh he's been great. He's managed to get 21 points in his last two, if to make it sound and look a lot better stats wise.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea have
Uh,
quietly been getting better. Kind of.
yes, they've been finally clicking under Pochettino.
Yeah. It's going
Chelsea
under the
fans wanted
radar a little
Pochettino
bit.
gone for
'Cause
a
you're
while.
still kind of thinking, oh, Chelsea been rubbish, but they're actually not
Yeah,
doing too
the
bad.
West Ham, the win against West Ham was a statement victory. You
Yeah.
know, because it weren't, oh, they won 1-0 or 2-0. They won 5-0. They
Uh-huh.
played great, kept a clean sheet, and yeah, and they're turning over a new thing. I
Yeah.
think Chalobah now probably won't leave in the summer either because Thiago Silva's going, and
Mm.
there's a couple other people leaving. So yeah, I think he's going to be.
They've obviously got potential blips in them. Like they obviously lost big to Arsenal a few weeks ago.
Oh,
But
they're a young team, right? They're a young team still
mm,
trying to get their way under Pochettino. But
yeah,
I mean, if I'd be shocked if they sacked Pochettino now, but if they do, it would set them back again. But
yeah,
all
they
the
probably
all the
shouldn't. I
things
mean, they've
are
stuck with him. Might as well stick with him now till next season.
there. Yeah, I mean, the only other choice I could have done at this point was I was tempted by Madueke because I think his points
Mm,
returns in the last few weeks since he's come into the team. Actually, he's been one of the significant factors for Chelsea
yeah.
to think, which is a quite a turnaround because at the beginning of the season he was basically called unprofessional and demoted from the team. Um, since then, he's come around to Pochettino's way of managing and
Was he
sort
one of the
of
ones
taken on
involved
board.
in the bat about the penalty? I think he was.
He was, yes, with Jackson.
Yeah,
That was forgotten.
yeah. It was all a
That
bit.
that wasn't even, yeah.
It's all a bit
The unprofessional
childish.
thing
But,
was the beginning of the season. Madueke was turning up late for training, I think, stuff like that. But and so Pochettino was never playing him.
mm, that's fair.
Um, but yeah, now he's turned that around. He's almost, yeah, I think he's keeping Sterling out, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't
So
know if Sterling's injured or just
no,
not being
Sterling's not
played.
injured. He's been on the bench.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite the turnaround. And,
Mm.
Sterling's probably not going to the Euros on that basis because he's had quite a bad season again.
Oh god, yeah. No, yeah, he can't. I don't think he will. Yeah, I think he's
Mm-mm.
well out of favour. So
I
yeah.
mean, Sterling's is another story there because he asked to be left out last summer, right? Because
Hmm.
he was tired, but
Yeah.
since then Southgate's basically shunned him.
Well, and he hasn't really improved form.
No,
So
his form's been poor as well, but
yeah.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
there's a there's another story there, like the Ben White scenario.
I don't know. I think he's just out of form. That's why he's not being
Yeah,
picked. So
maybe.
yeah. People have woke up and
Yeah,
seen what I've seen for years. So that he's a bit rubbish.
he's bloody rubbish, Jenny. Get rid of him. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, he admittedly
It's
he's been
just
in a really underwhelming Chelsea team. He joined the Chelsea team with Tuchel in charge. Tuchel got sacked fairly quickly. Then they were using him as like the striker,
mm,
wasn't they, for quite a period.
yeah.
So yeah, he's not had the best of careers at Chelsea.
No, I
And then
mean, and Palmer coming in and smashing it has absolutely mugged him off as well. Because
Yes.
it's gone, oh, well, I've come from Man City and look how well I'm doing.
Yeah.
So,
I've carried this team on my back,
yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
So it's been quite the turnaround from players and quite the shocks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Well, should look at midfielders, see if any of us pick Sterling. I mean, I doubt it based on
definitely
that.
not.
So,
I can't, can I? And I'd be the only one who'd probably be dumb enough to do it.
yeah, that is true. Yep. But no, Gaz has gone Fernandez. You've gone De Bruyne. And I've gone Foden. Um, so I've got De Bruyne in my team. Um,
Oof!
so
Didn't
yeah,
realise Gaz had gone Fernandez.
I've gone Foden.
No,
Just
Fernandez. I said sorry.
oh yeah. Well, no, I've gone Foden. Gaz has gone Fernandez.
Yeah, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I was tempted by Fernandez because probably Gaz is thinking on the same lines as me that Fernandez loves a goal against Arsenal, and yeah,
Um,
and
yeah,
yeah,
but he's a major injury now, right?
he is an injury doubt. So yeah, hopefully he stays an injury doubt as well. Um,
I mean, it's very possible.
yeah, yeah. If he wasn't an injury doubt, I would have been tempted to put him in. But yeah, because of the injury doubt, I thought no. Then I thought, oh, I'll go Man City. I did think about Haaland, but yeah, tinkered around with different fours, different teams, and then yeah, I landed on Foden.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's got what, 2 hat-tricks in the Premier League this season against Brentford and
Hmm.
whoever he got one of the other weeks. So,
Yeah, back when my team was doing good, had Foden. He was getting me loads of points. Obviously, not got him anymore.
it's a more youthful, hopeful time back then.
Yeah, was. Now I've got bloody De Bruyne who completely let me down last week. So yeah,
Kevin De Bruyne.
but he might do all right this
Sign me
week,
up.
seeing as you put him in. So
Um, I'd assume so. I mean, he was fine last week. He just didn't get any returns, right? He was still
mm,
pulling the strings of Man City.
mm,
Man City have got a double. They've got Fulham away and Tottenham
Tottenham.
away as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's not ideal. You prefer home fixtures, but then again, it's Man City, right?
Oh yeah, it don't matter, does
Um,
it?
and as far as I'm concerned, they're not going to win the league unless Kevin De Bruyne is the one pulling the strings.
And
And
going up against Tottenham, I mean, Tottenham are not in good form. So as much as I'm hoping
um,
Tottenham win,
I mean, Tottenham are not great form, no, but at the same time,
and their defense
I
is
guess,
awful. So
yeah, it depends who plays on the right for Man City. If I knew for a fact who was going to play on that right side, and I thought
mm,
that we were going to persist with Emerson Royale for another bloody 2 games, then I would have picked whoever that was. So
mm,
if it's Doku, I would have gone Doku this week, but it'll probably be Foden, right? I think
Foden,
that's
yeah, it
who he's
might be
been
Foden.
playing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So yeah,
So
Foden
if
could
if
be
it's Emerson Royale there, it's going to be, you know, returns galore kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, De Bruyne is just he takes a good amount of set pieces. He's a great player. He's starting to slow down now. You know, he's 32, so they can't use him every week, like several times a week. And I just think,
Abdicated his world duties as well.
you know, allegedly, yeah, he's the royal duties, yeah, he's
Yeah,
done that to our king,
I
and
know,
etc. etc.
outrageous.
Um, but yeah, I there was a couple of years ago, remember, just before Company retired, when they needed their leader, and Company went and scored that absolute um, worldie, didn't
I've
he?
been thinking about that as well, and that is why I brought De Bruyne into my actual team.
Hmm.
Because yeah, I think
That's
that
what's playing on my mind.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think there's also to do with I don't think it was last season, maybe in the season before, right?
hmm,
When De Bruyne got 4 goals.
yeah. That was against Wolves,
Uh,
I think.
yes, it was.
Yeah, who he
So I was
played
just like,
last
oh
week and got
Christ.
bloody nothing.
Yeah, like I said to you last week when we did FPL4, I left all my avenues open,
Hmm.
so I didn't pick any guys that had double game weeks.
Yeah.
Mm. That's the one of the reasons I ended up with Henderson as well. So yeah, I'm kind of hopeful that De Bruyne has a good one, because if he does, I think that almost sets me up for winning this FPL4. I can't even remember who won it last year.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Think I did
So
anyway. I hope so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
we'll find that out at the end of the season. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's just it just feels like this. If there's going to be a week when De Bruyne goes big, it's this week,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't realistically get to him without making like silly moves or taking hits. And I just
Mate,
don't really want to do that with my team.
make silly moves. It's only 2 weeks to go.
There is only 2 weeks to
Go
go, but I don't really
go
need
all
to.
out.
I am already going all out. What are you talking about? I held Son since December. I mean,
Mm.
how much more misery can I put myself through after a season? And bearing in mind, this time last year, I was fighting after being like 7 million in the world at December. I've had a rough 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been very distracted for the majority of the 2024 as well, because of all
Yeah.
sorts of personal issues.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite nice just to have a week where I have options and I can take them or not. And I'll put De Bruyne in FPL4. If I miss out on him in my team, I'll be sad, but FPL4 points would be nice, wouldn't it? And
Yeah.
no one else has got him, so yeah, it's kept this quite exciting and fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've all
Right.
gone different.
We have. Right. Forwards. Ah, I remember we do have a double. Forgot about that. Do have one.
Hey,
Yeah. Me and Gaz have gone for Jackson, and you've gone for Isaac.
it's going to make it difficult for him to catch you then.
Yeah. That's good. But it might help me catch you. So.
It might.
I mean, there's no way I was bringing Jackson back into my team because, I mean, I'm already done anyway. So there's no point in putting myself through more misery. So
It's quite funny how you say that with like an air of anger. Like, I'm already done.
yeah, I'm done. I'm absolutely done with it.
I'm done with this shit.
And I
You're going to put me through it
started the
again.
season with Jackson, and he was pathetic. And I mean, it's not got much better, but he did all right last week, didn't he? So yeah,
He's been
if he
fine.
carries that
I
form
mean,
on, double game week this
he,
week, two favourable fixtures, could be good.
yeah, Jackson's been an odd one. He started the season underwhelmingly because they lost Nkunku
Mm-hmm.
and he was working well as a 1-2 of him. So then it was basically saddled all onto his back, which was not great. And then he kept picking up yellow cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like just constantly getting booked for back chatting the referee, and he got like I think he got like 5 yellow cards within 6 game weeks, so he was already suspended for one game,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. And then he was benched for the next two after that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't really kick off in terms of being a decent FPL asset till game week 11 against Tottenham, and he only got a hat trick in that game because Tottenham had 9 men.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but
That's
after
true.
that, he's been. If you check his returns after that, he's got at least one return like almost every 3-4 games, which is
Mm.
not bad for a player who's not actually a striker.
Mm.
And then yeah, in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, his last 5, he's got 2 double-figure returns in his last 5. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, he's a he's been a decent differential, and he's starting to find his feet in the Premier League, if you will. But
Yeah. No. So yeah, he could be good. Like I said, Chelsea have been going under the radar, doing quite good. And their two fixtures are good, Forest and Brighton. So he could definitely get
yeah, I mean,
something there.
the only drawback is they're away. Other than that,
Yeah, that's it. Right. But yeah, no, could definitely be alright. But yeah, Isaac for you. I guess Newcastle have got two fairly good fixtures as well.
Brighton at home and United away.
Yeah, that could be good.
I didn't want a Newcastle defender in FPL4 because I thought their defence has been a bit slapdash all season. Plus, they're missing potentially Share and Trippier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Livramento might not be guaranteed 2 starts if Trippier is back for the second fixture. I mean, and then after that you got Burn. Burn could be good because he could get an attack in return.
Mm.
And then you got Hall. Hall again would be iffy if Trippier's back. So it seemed like it was pointless going for a defender. Midfielder, I already had De Bruyne in my head, so I was like, nah, I won't go for a Newcastle midfielder. Plus, it'd only be Gordon.
Yeah.
The one I really wanted this week was Wilson, but because of the Wednesday rumours that Wilson's picked up another hamstring injury, I
Mm-hmm.
can't pick him. Not without, not with everything so tight. There'd be nothing worse than picking him for a double game week, and then we find out Friday night he has got the hamstring injury. He's done for the season. And I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there with a 0 point double game week striker. It'd be miserable.
Yeah.
So, gone for Isaac, who's still chasing the league top scorer. I mean, I think it's a slightly uphill task now after Haaland got 4,
Yeah.
but it's still, I think it's only like
Mm,
4 in it,
it's
3 or 4
doable.
in it. I think Palmer's on 21. I think Haaland's on like 24, 25. Palmer's on 21. Isak's on 19 to 21. So
Mm.
it's all close. And all of those teams have got 3 fixtures left. All those players. I think Salah's still in with a shot as well, but he's only got 2 fixtures.
Mm.
So yeah, I just figured I'll go for Isak. And if Wilson is out as well, that makes Isak even more favourable and still the penalty taker, I assume. So
Yeah, I'd assume so. I
it's
don't,
why
I
I
don't
was
think it was a
tempted to
terrible
captain.
penalty. It was just the keeper guessed right. So
No, again, you'll learn from that and go again. But just is what it is sometimes when you've got 2 really effective, good goalkeepers, good goalkeepers, 2 good penalty takers.
mm-hmm.
Wilson hasn't missed a lot of penalties in his time,
No,
so
true.
he'll want to take him again. He was their original #1 taker, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
yeah.
could
Other
be
than
good.
that,
I would have considered these, but I've got him in my team, so that's probably why I didn't consider him. But yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
good
to be
shout.
honest, these double game weekers, we've all got some iteration of them in our sides, right?
Yeah. The only
We've all
thing I
got
might end
Foden.
up doing is bringing Trippier in to my actual team, but apart from that,
Yeah,
I
and
can't bring Foden in because I've got 3 Man City, and like I said, I'm not bloody bringing Jackson in.
there you go.
So it's
Well,
not
I've got
happening.
Jackson
So
and I've got Foden,
yeah,
and the hub's telling me to get Vardy. God knows why.
yeah,
So, and you've got Vicario.
yeah.
In fact, the only 2 people on this list that I don't think any of us own are the 2 Man United boys. Oh, and Verbruggen.
And for Bogan, yeah. Has someone
Yeah.
got a Shalaba?
No, but I was tempted now that I've been looking at his stats.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't get to him, I think, because I got 3 Chelsea, but it'd be nice.
Mm,
You
yeah. But
never
yeah,
know. Gaz might go for him because Gaz needs to get some double game because
true. Yeah, God knows what Kaz's gonna do, but I'm sure he's gonna take 3 hours deciding. So or longer.
meticulous admin time.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, right. Well, let's leave it there. There are our picks for game week 37. Thanks everyone for listening. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Average FPLers. And our mini league code is 5FDX0Q. We'll be back next week, see how we got on, and give our FPL4 choices for the final game week. So yeah, until then, take care. See you soon. Bye bye.
Hurrah.